Surry Police have promised that they will learn after an independent Office for Police Conduct report into their contact with Aliny Godinho before she was murdered by her estranged husband in Stoneleigh, Epsom in 2019. The IOPC began an investigation in February 2019 following a mandatory referral from the force. The investigation examined the actions, decisions and risk assessments undertaken by officers who investigated Mrs. Godinho's allegations about her husband's abusive behaviour, and also looked at their actions and decisions of Surry Police officers and staff regarding the arrest of Mr. Godinho, his subsequent release on bail with conditions and his later release under investigation on the 16th of January. In November 2019, the IOPC concluded their investigation and found that 2 police officers had a case to answer for misconduct for breaching the standards of professional behaviour in respect of duties and responsibilities. A temporary detective sergeant received a written warning for failing to ensure Surry Police's policies regarding handling of domestic abuse allegations were followed, and a police constable also received a written warning and was required to attend refresher training for failing to proactively investigate alleged breaches of bail by Mr. Godinho and failing to assess the risk of Mrs. Godinho after those breaches. Aliny Godinho was attacked and stabbed by her estranged husband while she was on her way to collect her children from school, after he hunted her down by tracking their child's phone. Ricardo Godinho was sentenced to life in prison with a minimum of 27 years for murder on the 18th of July 2019. Following the IOPC investigation into Surry Police's handling of the case, the IOPC offered learning recommendations to the College of Policing. It has now redrafted its professional practice for domestic abuse investigations to include specific guidance on jurisdiction and cross-border issues. IOPC Regional Director Graham Beasley said, "Our thoughts and sympathies remain with Aliny Godinho's 4 young children, her family and friends. The investigation we carried out into the circumstances around her death identified shortcomings in terms of Surry Police's safeguarding, risk assessments and investigation in accordance with their domestic abuse policy, all of which was highlighted in a coroner's findings. While individuals have been held accountable for their actions, another important element of our work is to identify learning in order to improve policing. The recommendations we have made from this case to strengthen the handling of domestic abuse investigations have been accepted both nationally and locally by Surry Police and will hopefully contribute to reducing the risk of similar tragedies in the future." During our investigation, we studied local and national policies and procedures in relation to domestic abuse, stalking and harassment. We took witness statements from Surry Police and Metropolitan Police Service officers and staff concerning their interactions with Mrs. Godinho. We also took statements from the police officers we investigated and liaised with social services. Yet another preventable senseless murder. Okay, it happened in 2019, but it's taken this long for Surry Police to say that they will learn from the recommendations from the IOPC. I mean, it's amazing how police are still learning how to do their jobs. You'd think that after nearly 200 years, they would have learned by now. And not a single person involved has been fired. Tragic. Thank you to channel supporters, one and all, especially these guys. Your support is truly appreciated. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts, as I know many of you will. And until next time, stay safe, look after each other, film the police and other officials.